It's Sway in the morning.
Only on Shade 45.
So Rich Nice and I often do we stump the grounds of New York City. I mean, back in the day, we got a time and era that we call the Dark Ages. where we would team up and we'll go out in the field, and this is back when we didn't have any dependents or chains or connections or what do you call them, attachments, commitments. All right, so
yeah, okay.
and we were for each other, we create a pretty cool chemistry on how to assist each other in meeting new people.
Interesting.
Very rare, right?
Like Green Hornet and Kato.
So what was your MO?
Well, we just beat them over the head until they said yes, pretty much. We just killed them with words. And it wasn't the best MO, but I was reading this article. Marni Kinry, who's here with us today, the ultimate wing woman is. Give her a round of applause, by the way. Right?
Yeah, wing girl, actually. Wing girl.
Wing girl.
Yes.
Pardon me. In fact, if they want to visit you online, where do they go?
winggirlmethod.com.
winggirlmethod.com. Write this down if you listen on your phone, your laptop, if you're in your car. Now, one of the things we did is we didn't do is play the odds. We didn't go for the low-hanging fruit when we went out, to pick up on people.
So what did you do instead? What do you mean you didn't play the odds?
We went for what we like.
For the obvious?
Not the obvious.
For the home run.
Exactly. The grand slam.
You could get.
No, that's low-hanging fruit. That's called bunting. You go, she's simply thirsty. Let me partake in this.
Look at her. She's starving for food right now. If I feed her. No, but we didn't win all the time. You suggest that men play the odds, right?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is that you can win all the time, because as long as you win in your eyes, you can always win. But if you sit back and you don't actually approach, you're constantly losing and you're rejecting yourself before a woman even gets a chance to reject you.
So, okay, now look, a lot of Shade 4-5 listeners are men. And a lot of us, a lot of them think they have game. When men tend to think so. What advice, would you give men who want to approach women who are usually bunting, as Rich Nice says, and strikes? What are some of the things we do wrong?
You don't approach. That's the main thing that men do wrong, is they don't approach. They lurk around the room. They're Mr. Creepy when they're circling a woman, staring at her for about half an hour, and they don't approach. They usually freak a woman out, turn her off before they even get to be within 1 to 2 feet of her, and then they get shy, or they fear rejection, or they think, I don't want to bother her. I don't want to have a conversation with her because I am not a good conversationalist, although I've been talking to my friends for the past hour and a half, and they don't approach. So again, rejecting themselves before she does.
Women could be, you never know what is on a woman's mind, man. And the conversation that a guy is having with his homies is comfortable. You kind of got like-minded ways, and then you approach a woman, and it's almost like you got to become someone else.
No, that's the thing. That's the other big mistake. You don't have to become anything. You don't have to be Mr. Magical or say some magic sentence. Men think that women are unicorns with breasts. We're this mystical creature. No, sorry to break the news.
That's not real?
No.
Oh, okay. I've been watching True Blood lately.
There you go. I know. It's confusing us. The media is messing us up. But no, absolutely not. Just continue the conversation that you're having with your friends and have it with the woman that you're talking to.
That would
Unless
be strange.
you're talking about, it depends what you're talking about with your friends. What I'm saying is that there is no magic.
Would you bang her out? You think that'll work? Is that a good pickup line? Would you bang her out?
If you own it and you're comfortable with it, absolutely, you can say that to a woman.
Now, what's the worst lines you ever had said to you? Because something must have triggered you to go into this field.
To do this. Actually, what got me into doing this is I was drunk on a Friday night at a singles mixer where nobody was talking to each other. So I started grabbing men and literally dragging them towards women and then giving them instant feedback on what they were doing wrong, what they were doing right. And by the end of the night, people were talking. They were exchanging phone numbers. Went home, put an ad on Craigslist, and 75 guys responded by the next morning.
Just like that.
So I started. But there was no bitterness towards men where I was like, God, these freaking men, giving horrible pickup lines. But there were my guy friends who were just amazing, wonderful men who, when they were in front of a woman they were attracted to, they would become bumbling fools and not show what I see every single day. They would show a completely different character, a meek wimp that women don't like.
Okay. So you got to be a certain way in your demeanor. Turn the music down. I'm gonna have Marni profile me right now if I was a guy.
If you were a guy? If you were a man.
That's funny.
Dangerous.
Wow.
It's early. It's early.
And you saw me approaching somebody. I mean, what am I doing? Just by you met me. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What kind of vibe am I giving off?
I can tell you what kind of vibe you're giving off because you weren't trying to pick me up or approach me. But this is your world. So again, like I don't know how you are outside of this space, but when I met you, and you were just so calm and comfortable, and you have a very nice demeanor. So it means to me that you're confident with yourself, and you're like, you welcomed me. You didn't talk to me for that long, but you touched me on the side of my arm and grabbed my hand for a nice handshake. When felt very relaxed, and that made me feel at ease, and actually a little bit nervous and excited because you were so at ease.
Oh, cool!
So that's very attractive.
Well, I was aiming for your thigh, but I accidentally hit your hand. So.
I'm short. It's hard.
All right, cool. And then, Rich, you wanted to ask a question?
Yeah. You know, I'm just curious. Like, you say you're the perfect wing girl.
Yes.
Like, okay. So, do you prep the girl that your friend's trying to talk to in the bathroom? Like, do you find out information about her, or what makes you the perfect wing girl?
Oh, the perfect. Okay. So no, I don't prep the girl that. You mean that I'm going to help the guy talk to after?
Let's say you and I are out at a bar hanging out.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I want to pick her up.
Danica.
And then I go to the bathroom. What conversation do you have with Danica to help me out?
Oh, there would be conversation. It wouldn't really happen that way. It's not like I will prep her before and say, like, listen, I've got this client of mine. He's paying me a lot of money. Talk to him and have a really good time. But what I would do is actually, I started off initially where I would take men out to bars and clubs, and I realized when they were done with me, like when the night was over, there was nothing left for them. They didn't have any skills at the end. So I went back and I started creating programs for them so that they could become a man women want, so they could approach women on their own.
Okay.
So what I do is I coach them before, and I have programs online that you can do like at home practicing, or you can work with me directly over Skype. And then once you're wing girl certified and ready to go out, that's when, if you do want, I have other wing girls that will go out with you, and they don't even pick up women for you, but they will be by your side and help you put my method to practice. And my method is really just being a freaking awesome version of yourself. Like an enhanced version of yourself.
Freaking awesome version of yourself, Rich.
That would be me, a freaking awesome version.
All right. Yo, we got Dave. We got Dave from the Bronx on the line, Marni. He wants to speak with you. Dave, what you got a question for Marni?
Yeah, how's it going, Sway?
I'm like, man, it's a good day. You know, I'm breathing.
Right. All right. Well, when I'm approaching a girl, I'm going to pick her up. I usually come out with an opening joke. I think I'm a pretty funny guy, so that's what I go for.
Okay.
But a lot of times I'm picking up these dumb blondes or brunettes or something. They don't get my joke, so right off the bat, I'm kind of fucked.
Well, you know what? Can we do something for Marni? Let Marni. Okay. You know what, Dave? Marni's here to help you. Marni's here to save you. Tell her, give an example of a joke, one of the last jokes you said to a woman, and she'll tell you what it feels like. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Well, let's say I'd go up, I'd say, hey, what's up, whatever, my name's Dave, what's your name? Say, I'm Marty. Say, oh, that's my mother's name. And that's it.
Okay, that's first of all, that's not funny.
Wait, hold up. This is an emergency case right here, Marni. This is an emergency case right here.
Go to my website right now and read every blog I've ever written. So, yeah, that's not funny, number one. And you're just speaking at a woman. You're not giving her anything to latch onto or respond to. If after you make that statement, if you say it confidently and if you own it, fine. It's totally fine. You can recover from
that's
that
my mother's
poor
name?
joke. That's like basically saying I'm approaching you because I like sleeping with my mom.
Yeah. Wow, that's
I don't want to
crazy.
remind the guy.
So not so funny, disgusting a little bit, a little creepy.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you do want to continue with that one, go ahead. I have other things for you to say that aren't like lines that I'm going to give you.
Okay,
you can go up and introduce yourself, but even more so, you want to have a follow-up sentence after that, something that the woman can latch onto and respond to. Because I wouldn't know what to do with that sentence. I'd be like, all right.
Okay.
Like, what do you want me to do? Take over the conversation?
Doug, you scare women?
What's up? Sorry, first and foremost, man, no, I'm not scared of women, nor do I scare women. I just think women in general are scared.
Okay.
You know, like...
Okay,
I
very
don't know
true.
I don't know if it's the approach. I don't know if it's, like, you know, the list of things that I do to try to, like, you know, acquire a conversation with a woman. But it always seems to end up the same way.
So what do you suggest for him?
Well, can you give me an example? Are you saying women are scared overall, or they're scared of you?
Well, you know, like, I don't know if you guys, like, touch this area. Like, I'm an honest guy, So if I'm in a conversation with a woman, you know, because I'm single right now, but I'm a single dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 28 years old, but I have 4 kids. So sometimes, you know, that conversation comes up with the kids, and it's like, whoo, there goes light. They don't even want to talk to you no more, you know? It's like, I don't know.
They're intimidated by the responsibility.
Okay, well,
maybe.
I don't think that's being scared, but is that like what you open up with? You're just like, hey, how you doing? I've got 4 kids.
No,
Is that,
no. I would never use that as an opener. No way. No.
Okay. Well, where are you meeting these women?
You know, friends, like events,
Okay.
parties, clubs.
Well, the thing is that you still have to own who you are and what your past experiences are. But I'm not sure how you're presenting the information to the woman that you're talking to. But I would try. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I would say there's a smoother way probably to send out that information, but you have to understand that is going to be intimidating to a lot of women because they're picturing their life with you, right? So that's the first thing that women are trying to do. They're trying to piece together the pictures to see if they fit into the whole picture together. And so for me, if some guy's like, I've got 4 kids, I would be like, I don't want to be a mother and not into that. That's my honest opinion. So you are going to get a lower percentage of women who respond to you. And you have to understand and respect the fact that they do get a little bit nervous and scared. You may need to help yourself learn how to better balance them.
This woman could talk, man. Give her a round of applause.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I want to help as much as I can.
You really care about these people. Doug, I hope that helped you out, man, because damn it, it gave me a headache.